Hey guys, this is Dan Kellams with Peak Vitality, and I'm super excited today because today is our first episode of Peak Vitality TV. We're going to start doing these weekly segments on different ideas and different things on functional medicine and optimizing your health. Today I thought a great idea was to start with, why do I feel bad but my labs still look okay, right? So that happens to so many people, and we have so many people that'll come in and they say, look, I've gone to the doctors, I don't feel well, but yet my labs, they're saying, hey, everything's okay, I'm squeaky clean, and we get that a lot. The problem is how labs are based. Labs are based on everybody in the population, from elderly to young children and infants, people that are sick and malnourished and already have some type of disease process going. And what happens is when you move those people out of the category, out of the equation, all of a sudden these huge lab ranges, they start to shrink down. And so something that's going to be really blown out of proportion becomes very, very, very significant. It's a quantifiable amount. And so when you get used to looking at labs that way, then you start finding real problems. And this is the key. When you're looking at your labs, you don't want to look at one value to determine if something's good or bad. For instance, your red blood cells. You might say, well, do I have healthy blood? Can I carry oxygen? You wouldn't just look at how many red blood cells you have and say, yep, everything's good. You have to look at all this data. You have to look at all these different data points in your blood labs and bring that together. And I'm going to tell you, the combination of those labs, they tell us different things, like the size of your red blood cells in combination with your iron, or the size of your red blood cells and alkaline phosphatase that has to do with your liver. Those tell us completely different things. So if you're having your labs looked at, you need someone that's not just going to look at the bolded items that are way out of lab range. What you want to do is find someone who's looking at the subtle shifts, because those subtle shifts are indicators that something else is wrong, or maybe other questions need to be asked. Because one thing I've found over time is that if you want better answers, you have to ask better questions. So that's one of the key things that you want to do. You want to look at these labs, you want to look at all the information, because they're all important. And then that starts to build a very particular picture about you. And so when you have all that information and you can analyze it properly, then you will find out, really what the next best step is for you. So that's really the point I want to get across today. If there's anything you could take away from, episode 1 is all the data matters, and it's what's going to help you uncover the underlying issue. So hope you enjoyed the first episode. I did, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Have a great day.